Harold Jenkins wasn't just a truck driver, he was an institution. For 30 years, the white lines of America's highways were his office, and the roar of a diesel engine was his theme song. His friends called him the Legend, and the dispatchers simply called him Harold, the man who always delivered, not just the cargo but safety, punctuality, and an unwavering commitment to the road. He drove an 18-wheeler named the Comet, a classic rig he'd meticulously maintained. The odometer on the Comet had just ticked over an almost unbelievable number, 2,000 miles. 2 million miles without a single accident, a scratch, or even a late delivery. That's like driving to the moon and back 4 times, son, he'd told a rookie driver recently, his eyes twinkling above a neatly trimmed silver beard. But I did it all right here on American asphalt. Harold had been celebrated in trucking magazines, awarded commemorative plaques, and even had his picture hanging in the local diner next to the state senator. To his small Missouri town, Harold was their quiet blue-collar American hero. He embodied the spirit of the open road and responsible mastery. On this particular late autumn afternoon, the air was crisp and the sun was beginning its slow descent over the rolling hills of rural Missouri. Harold was heading home, the final leg of a run from Chicago, his CB radio silent for once. He was on County Route 12, a narrow ribbon of pavement cutting through fields of dry corn stalks. He'd driven this road hundreds of times. He was thinking about his wife's pot roast in the armchair waiting for him when, without warning, a flash of movement appeared between 2 ancient oak trees on the shoulder. A boy no older than 7, dressed in a bright red hoodie, chasing a runaway dog. The child darted into the middle of the road, head down, eyes fixed only on the frantic terrier. Harold's mind went from serene contemplation to hyper-alertness in a fraction of a second. The rules. 30 years of instinct and defensive driving flashed through him. The weight of the Comet, 40 tons of steel and freight, meant no sudden stops. Braking hard would kill the boy just as surely as hitting him. He had 2 choices: stand on the brakes, pray the jackknifing trailer didn't drift right and likely hit the child anyway, or sacrifice the truck, the cargo, and perhaps himself. Harold didn't hesitate. The life of that boy was the only cargo that mattered now. His massive hands spun the steering wheel with the violent, practiced precision only a master could achieve. He wrenched the Comet sharply to the left, aiming for the grassy ditch just past the shoulder. He gave one final, deafening blast of the air horn, a sound that froze the boy mid-stride. The immense rig barreled off the pavement. The cabin bucked and groaned as the huge tires chewed up the soft earth. For a brief, horrible moment, Harold thought he might clear it. But standing sentinel at the edge of the field, unyielding and ancient, was a massive twin-trunked sycamore tree. There was a sickening, shattering sound of steel crushing wood and glass. The roar of the engine died instantly, replaced by the silence of bent metal and broken dreams. The boy stood frozen on the asphalt, dog finally clutched in his arms, staring wide-eyed at the wreckage, a ruined testament to a moment of supreme sacrifice. When the state patrol arrived, they found the legendary Harold Jenkins, slumped against the steering wheel, killed instantly. His belt was buckled, his hands still gripping the shattered wheel. The truck was demolished, but the pavement, where the child had stood, was unmarked. The final mile of his 2-million-mile career was the one Harold couldn't finish, but it was the one that truly defined him. He never came home for that pot roast, but in sacrificing his streak and his life, he proved that his title wasn't just about his driving record. Harold Jenkins died a true hero of the American road, finally proving that 2 million miles is simply the distance a good man will go for the life of a single child.